Hey there! Ever wondered what would happen if we played a little geographical switcheroo with Malaysia and Singapore? Let's dive into this fascinating thought experiment that could completely reshape Southeast Asia. Imagine waking up tomorrow to find Singapore sitting right where Peninsula Malaysia is, stretching from Thailand to Johor, and there's Malaysia, condensed into that tiny island at the southern tip. Wild, right? First, let's talk about Singapore with all that newfound space. Picture this, a hyper-efficient, ultra-modern nation spanning hundreds of kilometers. Those famous Singapore gardens, they'd probably stretch across entire states. The MRT system would be an engineering marvel connecting Perlis to Johor. And with Singapore's economic mindset, we might see dozens of mini Marina Bay sands scattered across the peninsula. But here's where it gets really interesting. Singapore would suddenly have something it's always craved: natural resources. From palm oil plantations to tin mines, they'd have it all. With their management style, they might turn Malaysia's existing resources into an economic powerhouse beyond imagination. Now let's flip to Malaysia squeezed into that small island. They'd face some serious challenges, but don't underestimate Malaysian ingenuity. With their diverse culture and creative spirit, they might transform that limited space into a vibrant megalopolis with a totally different vibe than current Singapore. The food scene would be absolutely insane. Imagine the world's most concentrated collection of mamak stalls, nasi lemak spots, and laksa joints. Every block would be a food lover's paradise. But here's the real kicker. How would this affect the rest of Southeast Asia? Singapore's expanded influence could reshape regional politics, while a compact Malaysia might focus on becoming a cultural and educational hub. The most fascinating part? Both countries would likely maintain their unique identities despite the swap. Singapore would probably still be Singapore, just bigger and more ambitious. And Malaysia? They'd still keep their wonderful Malaysia Truly Asia spirit, just in a more concentrated form. It's a fun thought experiment that really makes you appreciate how geography shapes a nation's destiny, doesn't it? While this swap will never happen in reality, it's amazing to think about how these two incredible nations might handle such a dramatic change. What do you think? How else might these countries transform if they switched places? It's definitely food for thought.